How do I? See you met my faithful handyman. No! Not another one! I'll save you! It's what Batman would do! He's just a little brought down, you see, when you knocked. He thought you were the Candyman.
When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. That's horrible.
Okay. A quick shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that came out wrong. You're not helping. You're not helping your case. You're not making this any better. You realize that.
Oh, it was glamorous, I can tell you. The souls of the dearly departed who couldn't rest, and you just went around and you started turning them into paintings. You're a monster. Well, tonight, I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. Oh, come on, no! So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Where's my guillotine? Because that one door says, no, you need 2 stars to enter. I figured that was the door to the final boss. And apparently no. But then again, that was a week ago. I was very young and naive then. No!
Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry. Couldn't help it. I'm completely incompetent. Damn, I look good running into those heels. Ow!
Thanks to philosophy, all is forgiven.
And welcome to this Sunday's Coyote Streams. I am Coyote de la Mancha, howling at windmills and tilting at the moon. This episode's not-for-profit is the Southern Poverty Law Center, best known for their takedown of a certain white-robed and white-hooded organization in the 80s through their Clan Watch program. The SPLC is devoted to establishing and maintaining legal justice throughout the country, and as of this broadcast, they're currently being persecuted by the DOJ for exactly that reason. They strive to strengthen voting rights and end unjust imprisonment, eliminate poverty and economic inequality, dismantle white supremacy. So, obviously they don't receive any federal funding, especially from the current administration, because that would be a conflict of interest for the feds. They also never charge their clients. So if you can afford it, please consider giving them a small donation. And if you or someone you know may be in need of their services, or you're interested in helping out in other ways, link to their website is in the description. And now, on with our show! Also, something I'd like everyone to bear in mind as the game progresses and we stream our streamy streams. When I examine the book, I'm also writing my own clues into it. The game is not structured to support that, but story-wise, that's what I'm doing. About the ego cards, the various cards that are almost certainly former captives, my captor's strategies, etc., etc., etc. For while it is my intention to introduce sufficient entropic information that my captive system will ultimately suffer a natural accident that results in my escape, it remains that his system may be still too stable for me to accomplish that. So, I'm continuing to add additional entropic information for the next player, just in case I don't make it. Or perhaps I should say, I only make it as a card. Ironically, my ego card is also going to serve as part of that entropy, one way or another. Well, here are some bone tokens for a rainy night. Okay, Ronnie, when are nights not rainy when you are in charge? And that pitiful opossum. But Earth? Okay, that seems new. And a fan. Okay, oh, that's right, I get to choose only one. So, bone tokens, which I feel like are going to happen anyway, and I get 4 of them. Which, if I happen to draw a bone card, would allow for me to start something off with a bang, potentially. But again, I would, I have to break the piggy bank to use it. The frozen opossum, which is an obstacle, but I mean, da don't run, Ron, da don't run, Ron up there has been tending towards creatures that fly and burrow, so I'm thinking the fan. Harpy's bird-leg fan. Your creatures will attack as though they have the airborne sigil this turn. Yeah. That is something that can be held in place for a serious game changer. Oh! Well, upon my word, the notorious Robin Hood. That's right, Robin Hood wears a hat like that. I feel like it's easy to tell what my favorite movies are. So I get to choose another one. Well, that's nice. So I'm basically kind of filling up my backpack then. That's very cool. Backpack, 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 backpack. So, an obstacle. And I mean, there are circumstances where that could be handy. My suspicion is that if I put that down, but when he works his way through it, it releases the possum. It's defined as 0 power 5 health frozen away. I'm going to blow up Earth. Isn't that lovely? People ask me sometimes if I watched too many cartoons when I was a kid. I'm like, could be. Yeah, so since I'm looking at rainy day items here, that balances things out by 1 2. That staves off whatever critters he has for a little bit, and then I guess it turns into an opossum, which then could potentially be, used. It also, if I'm reading this right, it looks like it doesn't require any bones or blood to activate it. It just goes in my hand, and then it's awesome. And then, of course, the 4 bone tokens. So, yeah, I love how he's just... Woo! Yeah, I'm messing with your mind. Round and round and round she goes. Look at his eyes. Where she stops, nobody knows. There's a winner every time. I will mess with you. So, okay, under these circumstances, I'm going to go for the frozen opossum, even though it is stated as and illustrated as a break glass in need of emergency. I wish I could break contact. Break glass in case of emergency. If it's anything like the other cards that I have observed, it should stay available later. I'm going to go for the frozen opossum. Oh. Looky there. Another fan. Pliers. You will place a weight on the scales. The pain is temporary. That's what they all say. Or the happy squirrel. The poor happy squirrel. Always the sacrifice. Decisions. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for another fan, actually, which normally I get something different in all cases. But having a squirrel in a bottle has also been really useful in the past. So, okay, chat. Do you have a suggestion for me to very possibly ignore, but possibly follow as well? Because I'm looking at this, I'm like, ooh. I mean, the pliers are great, but that's a difference of 1. So, yeah, as you can tell, I was kind of leaning towards a squirrel. Sounds like Is It a Fool is also recommending squirrel. Squirrel it is! Okay! Yays! And now, on to Fraggle Rock. I mean, Skull Island. Yeah, I know, man. Hey, Stoat. Right, there's Reginald. He has the touch of death, which is nice. 3 bones to call him forth. I have myself. Oh man, I am the coolest card ever. I am the coolest card ever. I am Coyote the Immortal. Look at me go! 2 blood to be activated. If I could somehow get that down to 1 blood, probably that's something that is not allowed by the game, but oh my god. I could wreck civilization at that point. Reginald is also very cool, and of course the happy squirrel. See, what am I dealing with? Boulder. Oh yeah, and he's just pulling forth a bunch of crap. Look at that. Get your hand off the table, you goof. Moose Buck and an Arm and Hammer sigil. I guess is okay, so I guess he's very basic. Hefty. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Creatures in the way will be pushed in the same direction. Okay, so it works kind of the way that I thought some of the other moving cards were. Alright, what about Mole Man here? Burrower. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Interesting. And also Mighty Leap. So, alright. Mole Man cannot attack under normal circumstances, but he's a hell of a defender. And he renders everybody impervious against airborne attack. Yeah, and then you've got this new card, Loose Buck, which is just... Dude, that is a Panzer with a frickin' cannon on it. Holy crap. Oh, pardon me. And of course, Boulder. What the hell? Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna... I'll make a few notes here. Alright. Alright, well, I can get the Stoat in play. The Mole Man is just there to block things and be awkward. Moose Buck is capable of doing some serious damage. Stoat could only hold him off for 1 round. Dude, this is awful. I really need to get Reginald in there, but that involves a lot of bones. Okay. Alright, well, looks like I'm going to be breaking out the frozen opossum pretty early on in this. But the moose buck is going to keep things moving. So the moose buck will land here. Okay, if I remember how he works, he'll land here, attack, then next round he'll attack here. Next round he'll attack here, and then he'll move the boulder out of the way. Okay. Yeah, I really need to get Reggie into play, but I super need to get me into play. So, okay. Let's, let's start off with a couple of squirrels, I think. Frickin' hell. Alright. So... You would just die at this point. I'm not throwing you out there yet. Get behind me! I'll take this shit. So... yeah. You there. Okay, I'm one shy of being able to play Reggie, but that's fine. Ah, you bastard. So, okay, if I'm reading this correctly, the boulder isn't going to get shoved because it has no place to go. So the moose buck is going to come down, attack, then move over here and attack. And it's basically just going to be kind of going back and forth because the mole man is going to be shoved over here. So there's not going to be any attacks currently coming from this direction, coming from this space. Boulder is here, no attacks coming from this space. There is the moose buck. But I feel like that's going to be okay, ultimately. Hello, Frozen Opossum. Bet you didn't expect to be played so soon, but really, what would I be saving you for? So I'm going to say you can be right there. If and when you die, that will give me more stuff. Reginald just looks like so freaked out, and I cannot even blame him. And the Stoat is just pissed. I can't blame him either. If I had the entirety of my psyche rather than just a little bit of my spiritual essence put into a card, I would be so pissed. Okay, now, am I allowed to draw too? You don't draw on the first turn, Coyote. You'll have to wait for that. Right, and when was the last time that you performed a federal crime? Well, I don't recall. I see. Alright. So I think that's a reasonable opener. And we'll just go from there. Yeah. Get Reggie into play as soon as I can. That'll be just a minute. But I'm fine with that. Okay. Alright, it worked the way that I thought it would, more or less. This is good. This is very, very good. So far. Now there's a mole behind the mole man. So, looks like he's like the mole man, only slightly weaker. An elk fawn is behind the boulder. But he will turn into an elk later. But he's hemmed in by the mole man. Oh, I see. Okay, so... Righto. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Let's see here. Decisions. I know what I want to do a few turns from now. It's a matter of what pathway do I want to take to get there. Okay. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sacrifice my ego card. Oh, stop! Draw a card! Yeah, okay. That's fine. Elk fawn is fun. I will have use for you later. Okay. Going to put that there. Ah, damn it, I put it in the wrong place. Crap. Yeah, you're right, it is a bad play. My eyes did a thing, and I was going to put him here, but oh well, that's fine. That. All right. That's okay, though. It's all right. I wonder. See, unfortunately, okay. I was thinking that when I sacrificed my ego card, I would get another bone. And apparently, the fact that he can be sacrificed infinitely also means that even though he's sacrificed, it's not counting as a death for bone token purposes. Which, okay, means I'm not going to be able to play who I was wanting to play anyway. Alrighty. That's fine. That's fine. We're all fine here. We're all fine. Father. Okay. Yeah, the frozen opossum cannot be sacrificed, but that's okay. Because in a little bit, that won't matter so much. And he was not able to shove the mole man. Excellent. Yeah, I thought infinite sacrifice meant infinite bones, and that is not how that works. Okay, so the frozen opossum is about to become unfrozen. That's fine. If this card works the way I think it does, once he becomes unfrozen, I can sacrifice him. And that should be fine. Okay. Let's see here. Get another primary card. Okay, bullfrog, good. Now from this point, I'm going to probably be going for squirrels, assuming that my eyes don't do that whoop 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 thing that they do. You know, sometimes when you're reading, it'll like skip a line or skip a word. My eyes do that. So, that's kind of what it did there. Oops. But that's fine. We're all fine here. Frozen Opossum will not attack. Now Stoat and Coyote are both in positions to attack. Mole Man, you can block one of them, but not both of them. So, what's going to be interesting is which one of them is assumed to attack first. Let's find out. Okay, attacks go left to right. Good to know. Ah, hello, opossum. I wonder if it comes back as a frozen opossum. That's what I was hoping, but it just occurred to me, maybe it doesn't. Oh well. All right. No problem. All right. Yeah, okay. First, a happy squirrel. Now, actually, I'm going to go for elk fawn. No, there's no point in that. I'm going to go for bullfrog. Sacrifice opossum to get bullfrog. Stay there, bullfrog. It'll be fine. Because probably the way that he's going to eventually try to get past that boulder is with someone who flies. Meanwhile, Reggie, you just go right there. Now, if this works the way that I think it does, Reginald is going to attack first, which will destroy the Mole Man. Then my ego will attack next and weaken his moose buck. And then next turn, well, next turn he'll destroy Reginald. But that's okay. Mole Man is the one that I am mostly concerned with at the moment, for reasons that will make themselves clear. Alright. And of course the boulder will be weakened more or less incidentally. So, okay. Let's see how this is going. Alright. So far, so good. Okay, I'm impressed. I was expecting Reginald to just be killed, and he wasn't. Reginald is still in the fight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, and NB pals. Reginald is still with us. Yay! Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh, who am I kidding? It's gonna be Bullfrog. Bullfrog and a happy squirrel. I won't allow you to play a card before you draw a new one. Okay. Fine. I'll draw another squirrel. All right. Now then. A happy squirrel. Yay, I'm so happy. I'll live forever. Not so fast. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm not looking at putting the elk fawn there at this point in time. I mean, it would weaken the boulder, but you know, that's really not where my heart is set at the moment. So let's go ahead and... yeah, the moose buck is going to be a problem still. It's a shame that Reginald won't have time to take him out. But he'll take out the elk. And I will weaken him. And Stoat will weaken the mole. Alright. Going merrily onward. The Gek. Hello, the Gek. As I recall, the Gek is basically... It doesn't have any special ability. It's basically a squirrel, but it can also attack. Which is just kind of adorable in a way. So, okay. Let's see. Moosebuck is about to send me back to my hand. But that's okay, because I'll be able to put me right back into circulation. Oh, elk fawn. I was really hoping that I would draw something a little more potent than a Gek. Because this is an ideal time to have something more potent in my hand. That I can immediately put down a happy squirrel and, well, Nah, the squirrel and the Gek are going to be useful, actually. Alright. Alright. Another prime card. You've drawn a card this turn, Coyote. You're just taking our generosity for granted. Generosity, that's an interesting way to put it. Part of the trickle-down economics. Okay, you need to chill. Alright. Who do I play? Before the elk. If I put a squirrel down, then, or a Gek, then it gets destroyed. Alright. 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 Elk fawn it is. Okay. Yeah, I've got plans for you boys. I've got plans for you. Let's go, go, go. All right. I'm already in a position that I can immediately put myself back into play. But let's see what else we draw here, shall we? A strange larva. Hello, darling. I've missed you. Okay, so, yes. Strange larva is adorable. So, let's see, what's behind it? Elk fawn. Okay, yeah. All right. Tell you what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to put the squirrel right here where you can see it. Then I'm going to take the Gek, and I'm going to put the Gek right here where you can see it. Then I'm going to put Coyote right here where he's going to conveniently block the moose buck, who's going to be doing lots and lots of damage. Yeah, having those moving cards isn't as much of a thing when you're all full up. So then I'm going to play the strange larva here. Pupate and grow strong, little larva. Pupate and grow strong. And yeah, I'll lose a couple of points there, but I think it's probably going to be okay. Probably. I have a plan if all else fails, but let's see. He's got I've put multiple teeth in the little pan there. So, all right. Let's go, go, go. Ouch. Hello there, strange pupa. I missed you. Casey. Hello, Casey. Oh, Casey. Hello, Casey. Moosebuck, yous are gonna suck a lot. And, okay, what's that one do? Oh, sharp quills too. Oh, Casey, I'm loving your red hair, man. That is some punk hair I'm looking at with those sharp quills. All right, Casey, you know I love it when you roughhouse. Okay, well, the mole is about to go away to be replaced by the raven. The raven flies, but that's not going to matter for too much longer. All right. It's a shame I can't switch Casey and my ego card around. But, you know, it'll be fine. It's fine. It's all fine. It'll be fine. All right. Well, let's do this. Ouch. Oh, oh, oh! My third eye! Yeah! Ha 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 ha! Okay. So, thus, this is kind of my, oh, what's that card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's, it's these 5 cards, and it's just arms, legs, and like a head. And I think there's torso. But the Mothman is that for me right now. I can't stop thinking about that wardrobe. The metal sliders, they're a bit like cards, aren't they? Yeah, I'm getting to it, Stinky. It's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay. And in fact, I've been waiting for you. You just be right there. All right. It looks bad for me, doesn't it? Look at that scale. It looks bad. Well, watch this. Aha! Exodia the Forbidden One, yes! Thank you! I don't remember what that signifies. It looks like a little demon hiding in a backpack. But that's okay. Because the time has come, the walrus said, to try out some new games. Alright. Let's see here. So, I guess this is yet another thing I get to do by trial and error. So, and my opponent will just make up the rules as he goes. So, yeah, they're light cards, but Okay, that one can only go down. This one can only go... This one can also go up. It can also go up. Alright, let's play with this for a minute. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, I didn't lose any teeth, I think. So let's try just some basic ideas here. I mean, this one has 2 attack and 1 health. Everybody else has 1 attack and 3 health. There's nothing opposing them exactly. But if I line them up like this, like they're my attack cards, then in theory they should do 5 damage to my alleged opponent here. There we go, okay. Hello, Skink! Okay, I was not expecting it to be that simple. I forgot that I had put that there. Very well. You may add it to your deck, Admirable Poindexter. I think you meant Admiral. I know what I meant. And I'll deal you one every so often. One what? What? Wait a minute, you'll deal me one? What? You know what? This is like when you're playing strip poker with somebody and you're losing really badly. And then they look at you kind of sympathetically and they're like, yeah, you're looking really uncomfortable there. You want me to deal you some better hands? This is what this is like. Just, I'll deal you one every so often. Oh, will you now? Gosh, thanks. What does the skink do anyway? Okay, this one also is nothing but up and down. 0 out of 5. I need to do exactly 5 damage to my opponent. So, oh, this one will not move up. Cute. All right. And this one will block. This one will block that one and be destroyed. Okay, so this one is designed for multiple turns then. All right. Can I move them? Can I move them side to side? Can I reposition them? No. Okay. So this is 2, this is 3. Then, yeah, if I position them like this, 3, 4, and then I need to be able to do one more. Yeah, I should be able to. But does it have to be exactly 5? That's the question. Okay, Laughing Boy here. I bet it has to be exactly 5. So if Laughing Boy here takes out his skink, I almost said a naughty word, but the Laughing Boy here takes out his skink, then that means that first round, that one does nothing to him. First round, this one does nothing to him. This one will do 3, this one will do 1. And then this one comes along, weakens this one comes along and weakens this one. 3, 4. I need to do... I need to do a total of 5. So, all right, let's see how it works. If I do not have a card in play here, if my imaginary player takes damage, what does that do? Okay, that's 0 out of 5. Okay. Interesting. It didn't even do the 3 from this card. Yeah, nothing. So... Aha! Oh, now that's rich. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's another 2 cards. A worker ant and a queen. Formidable creature, those ants. Very well. I'll add them to your deck and make them available for future challengers. Oh yeah, okay, so you are planning on killing me off and having others take my place. I see. Alright. Oh, and there's 2 more down there, too. Ready? Ah! Yeah, now I'm using ants. Look at that. I don't know how ants work yet. Okay, and this one is a bit more interesting. This one's prickly. And then these ones do multiple directions. Can this be moved up? That can be moved up. Can this be moved up? Okay. Interesting. Okay. 5. 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What? No, that's 1, 2, and then kill the skink. 3, and then do damage to that one. 4, and not do damage to anybody. So I need to arrange this so that I ultimately will do 5. Can I move them side to side yet? No, I cannot. Okay, and that one cannot be moved at all. Okay, I will leave this. Oh, that one. Wait, that one can be moved. Hello. One, 2. Oh, but that one can't be moved. Ah. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why did that one not do any? Why did that one not do any damage? Apparently. How odd. What about this? 1, 2. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to need to ponder this because apparently the bifurcated damage does not do the way that I thought it did. Which is disappointing, but... Give me the knife! I want to get all stabby with this guy! Ah. Oh, and adder. Okay, this is apparently not a thing that I can do yet. I don't know what time I'm supposed to make this. And again, if it was just me playing and I wasn't entertaining people, I would just systematically go through every possible combination starting at the beginning until I hit what I needed. But that is not as much fun to watch. Ah, the soothing darkness, it envelops my soul. Can I check out that? I want to look at the trap door, darn it. That looks interesting. Where does that go? Subterranean places with no light. They intrigue me. Oh well. Back to the main game, I guess. Oh. Alright. No problem. I think I'll go here. Oh, it's a cave. That's right. I'm getting a lot of beasts in my deck, and that's fine and all, but a small deck of highly versatile and powerful creatures I feel would be ideal. Oh yeah, this is a trial. Oh! The trial of power. The 3 drawn cards must have at least or attack power combined to pass. Trial of Bones. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 5 bones combined to pass. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this trial of health. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 6 health combined to pass. Oh, holy crap. Okay. The good news is I don't get penalized if I don't make it. This is a lot of cards, you guys. Okay, must have a total of 6 to pass. A fair number of these guys have good health. I feel like my odds are not bad with that one. 5 bones cost? Not nearly so likely. And what was the power again? An attack of 4. That's right. What does an attack of ant do? The value represented with this sigil will be equal to the number of ants that the owner has on his side of the table. Oh. And the queen? When a card bearing this sigil is played, an ant is created in your hand. Oh. Okay. Okay. So far, I'm not really impressed by the ants. It's a shame I can't just go through, like in Yu-Gi-Oh! And just like, yeah, I don't want this one in my deck. Am I missing something? I don't think I'm missing something. I would love to be able to just like, I don't want this in my deck. But even if I do like a sacrifice, not now. I don't get to decide which card in my deck I sacrifice. I get to choose 1 out of 3 that he chooses. Alright, I'm going to go for 6 health. Let's see what we got. Let the trial of health begin. You mean the trial of privatized healthcare? That's what I said. Good health is for rich people. 6 from the wolf, 2 from the worker ant, 2 from the alpha. You're a regular Kaiser Permanente, aren't you? You have passed. Okay, new card. Another worker ant. He can intercept opposing creatures bearing an airborne sigil. The beaver is a dam builder. When this card bearing the sigil is placed, a dam is created on each empty adjacent space. The dam is defined as 0 power 2 health and submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. Not a big fan of that one. The Mantis. Oh, look at you go. Sharp quills, so he damages opponents when they strike him. And bifurcated strike. I am so taking the Mantis, you guys. I am totally taking the Mantis. Okay. Backpack, backpack. Backpack, backpack. Another frozen opossum. Yeah, as the Fool points out, I can't drop cards from my deck unless I sacrifice at the altars. There's a sigil altar and a different one that trades a creature card for a buff card that triggers at the start of every game. Yeah, the frozen opossum worked well. I really like the fan. I haven't needed it yet. I needed the opossum before I needed the fan, and I still have a fan. So I'm going to replace the frozen opossum that I expended. And it's down to... another frozen opossum. Flyers. What a piggy! I'm going to take the piggy this time. Alright, come on, Piglet. Let's see what you got here. And by the way, if you like Piglet, please consider liking the video. It really helps with literally everything. Greetings. How you doing? I'm doing quite well, actually. Thank you for asking. I wonder what the significance is of the ones that have the blue glow. Okay, squirrel. Mantis for 1 sacrifice. Stinky for 2 bones. Elk fawn for 1 sacrifice. You're bringing in Mole, who just attacks empty spaces, or blocks empty spaces, and the Turkey Vulture. A card bearing the sigil strikes an opponent directly. Turkey Vulture has 3 and 3. Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but he's actually been playing more or less by the rules so far today. So let's see here. Alright. The Mantis is really good in the short run. And will, well, if I put him here, then I'm going to be taking 3 per round from the Turkey Vulture while slowly wearing his cards down. If I put him here, I will at least do 1 damage a round. And of course there's Stinky. Creature opposing the card bearing the sigil loses 1 power. And I really don't want to just lose 3 per round if I can avoid it. So he will also be weakening the Turkey Vulture. Okay. Or, I mean, I can always... The Frozen Opossum. Remember I said that he had a tendency to use flying creatures that would render the Frozen Opossum basically meaningless? Well, here we are! Alright. So, I'm going to start out, I think. I will play the Happy Squirrel. It's rough between Mantis and Stinky. I really like Stinky. Mantis will at least guarantee that damage is being done regularly. Stinky will lessen the amount of damage that I take, but won't be actually doing anything. I feel like if I stay on the back foot, I'm pretty much hosed. Now I could also potentially take the Elk Fawn, which once again is not going to be doing really any damage for the first 4 rounds. Yeah, alright Mantis, you're up. Now, do I want to play Stinky too? Do I want to actually break into the bones this quickly? Well, the first thought that comes to my mind is, since every loss costs me big, I'm a little reluctant to save resources like bones too much. So let's cash those in now. Because it's like, you give me your health potion. No, it's the final battle. But it's the final battle and I need it. They're really expensive. It's the final battle. I've only got 72 of them. Okay. That looks like it should work fairly well for an opening gambit. So let's see what we can do to get a head start on the atrocity that I'm sure is to come. Yup, here comes the Raven. He's like, oh yeah, you have a frozen opossum over there just waiting to be used. That's fine. I'm just going to bring a whole bunch of airborne stuff in when you've got like one card that can intercept that, and then you will just suck. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to pull ahead for a little bit. And Turkey Vulture is going to be ignoring Stinky. That's fine. Mole does not do damage. Next round, Raven is going to do another 2. Then I'm going to be taking 4 per round until I can get rid of that frickin' Raven and or Turkey Vulture. So, crap. Yeah, for right now, I need defense. Give me a squirrel. Hello, squirrel. Are you my friend? I hope not, because I would feel really bad about this if we were friends. Okay. Elk Fawn is not going to be moving, but Elk Fawn will be turning into a full-grown elk, even while doing damage to Raven, and then he'll be doing more damage. Hopefully to my opponent, probably to a different beast. Okay. I have my defenses, I have my offenses. Let's see where we go from here. Ouch. Ouch! Oh my god! Holy crap. Okay, that was a lot. Yeah, I was expecting to pull head a little. I wasn't expecting by that much. Alright, that'll take care of his Raven and his Mole. Stinky will lower his Turkey Vulture down by 1. Turkey Vulture will die next round. Alright. Time for a main card. Skink! Nice. What is your special power again? Loose tail. When a card bearing the sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing the sigil moves to the right. Interesting. Okay, Skink. I would not have picked you up if I had known that you were there, because with the strategy I'm currently using, your special ability isn't going to be doing very much because I usually try to keep all 4 slots occupied. But good to know that you're with us. Good to know that you're part of the team. Okay. Yeah. He's gonna move. Oh, so Raven is about to die, so that's good. Pronghorn. Oh, God. Pronghorn also has bifurcated attack, and he wants to move. Which is, in this case, not that bad, since Mole is there and I have no intention of moving it. So his Pronghorn is basically going to be stuck alternating between 2 attack and 1 attack until he's brought down. No, his Mole's about to be destroyed. But, yeah, okay. I have concerns. No, I was trying to check the... Oh, well. I did a right click. It's supposed to be a left click. I did a right click because it looked to me like the hand was on the scale, and I thought, oh, good. Looks like I can check how many teeth there are after all. And that cheating bastard, that cheating son of a bitch. Oh, you're done with your turn? No, I'm not done with my frickin'... Because I was going to check the teeth if I could, and if it was as low as I thought it was, my next move was going to be to use the fan. I'd hoped for more, Kaiba boy. Oh. Oh, I see. Yes, let me take off my mask and reveal who I truly am. I made the game, Coyote boy. I made the rules, and I rewrite them whenever I please. Surprised? Not at this stage, no. Fine, still, I'd hoped for more. Whatever. Bite me. The sadistic pronghorn. Woe be to those that meet the end of its antlers. Okay, you're gonna decide I pick something if I click all the way over here? Maybe, maybe not, who knows? The adept kingfisher, a slippery hunter. Yeah, but he refuses to take damage on my behalf. That's not fitting with my general strategy right now. What's the third option? An elk. Well, the kingfisher, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go... The elk and the pronghorn both have a sacrifice requirement of 2. I could really use more single sacrifice pieces that I could put in there. And as long as he doesn't have something that can interrupt flying creatures, having the kingfisher there is basically going to mean we just stay even. A lot of the time. Alright, I'm taking the kingfisher. Alright. Sacrifice. Campfire or backpack? And after that, some kind of boss fight. I feel prepared for that. Okay. Cheating bastard. Alright, campfire it is. Warm a creature by the fire? Enhance its power. Said a hungry survivor. Hey, +1 attack to somebody, huh? Yeah, alright. Stota's like, please, no. Stinky is all, do what you must. See, the Mantis having bifurcated attack of 2 each, that could be devastating under the right circumstances. If I amplify the power of a creature when it's in its larval state, so to speak, the power that it has as an adult also increases, as I recall. Am I remembering correctly? Of course, Casey is also bifurcated and absolutely devastating. I like the idea of Casey being bifurcated and absolutely devastating. Yeah. Yeah, Casey and the Mantis have a lot in common, actually. Look at them. Alright, Casey, I'm going to turn you into a frickin' bomb. The survivors were right about the flames, Coyote boy. Don't ever call me that again. They had enhanced the creature's power. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your Casey. Alright. I feel like I have too many creatures in my deck. Just for the record. A man stood before you. A man you recognized immediately. Thank you for not calling me Coyote Boy. I don't think my psyche could have taken it. It was the Trapper. You've activated my... Don't you dare. Fine. Anyway, you reached out to examine his wares, but he stopped you. You know, you don't have to kidnap people and put them in death trials to cosplay. I think I mentioned this, right? Sorry, but today you will supply the pelts. Oh. Fornication with every possible variant of bunnies. Hey, I've got Casey right out of the bat. Nice. Leaping trap. When a card bearing the sigil perishes, the creature opposing it perishes as well, and a pelt is created in your hand. Strange frog will block an opposing creature. That's a strange frog, alright. Oh, but the leaping trap will also block airborne creatures. Yeah, you really got tired of Mothra, didn't you? Wow, okay. So, any of the creatures here, when my creature kills them, that creature also dies. Well, it's a good thing I have some creatures that are conjured forth by use of bones, then. Alright. Wait a minute, Leaping Trap doesn't have an attack. It intercepts, but it doesn't attack. Oh. Well then. Casey, please take your place here, oh bifurcated one. Yeah, also note that this time, the boss moves first. He doesn't attack, but he gets to put all his people in position. Because of that, do I get to draw a card? Is that a thing I'm doing now? You may draw next turn. For now, make do. I don't like the way you say do. Alright. Let's see. Frozen Opossum is there. Yeah, I think this is the time to break out the Frozen Opossum, definitely. No sense in putting the Leaping Trap, he'll just get destroyed. Even though I would get a pelt out of it. A Frozen Opossum pelt, I have a feeling yeah, no. So, rather than risk that, alright, Frozen Opossum goes, yeah. Alright, that looks like it's it for me for the moment. And I end my turn. Oh, they turn into leaping traps. Oh, you... What did you expect, Coyote Boy? I told you. I see. So... yeah. I was wondering why the strange frog looked like it was made with a bear trap. I was hoping it was something other than turning into a leaping trap as soon as it's destroyed. Cheating? Motherless? Godless? Yeah, alright. But none of them can attack currently. They just interfere with attackers. Interesting. So, but I've got to get rid of him. Since there's a bullfrog behind, I get the impression that the strange frog and the leaping trap, that's just the front line, or it's going to be in waves. But it's going to be waves interrupted with actual, you know, animals. So... okay. Four bones. Put down the wolf cub. That's going to get destroyed anyway. So... yeah, may as well do what I can to clear out the leaping traps, frankly. It looks suspiciously like he's just like, oh, you like your flying cards, do you? Well, I think I'll just deal myself nothing but flying interferers. Jerk. Alright, how many? That is 2 bones so far. Alright. Now that one's going to stay there a little while longer. So it should block the bullfrog from coming into play, at least for the time being. Which is fine with me. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? What? What? Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Lucky for you. Alright, let's... okay. Alright, the situation is not good where it comes to teeth. Oh good, I have wolf pelt. What does that do again? Creatures adjacent to a card bearing the sigil gain 1 power. Oh, hello. Interesting. Alright. A wolf pelt. Alright. Question. The wolf pelt doesn't list an attack number. If I put it next to an alpha, does that raise its non-existent attack up to a 1? Because I note they cannot be sacrificed, apparently. And they're useless as... they're not quite useless as obstacles, but... You know, against his bullfrog, he certainly is, and that's his only attacking force right now. So, I guess the wolf pelts I'm going to hang on to for later. Yay! Okay, the possum will do him 1 damage. The bullfrog will do me 1 damage. Botheration. I might draw something that I can immediately play. Not quite. But I think my life just got a hell of a lot better than it was. Okay. Yeah, screw you, Froggy. Cannot sacrifice both pelts. It's a shame I can't, because I'd love to have the alpha in play as well as everything else. But if I'm going to get my ego character out there, I need to sacrifice a possum and alpha to get rid of that damn bullfrog. So, yeah. Don't have a use for the wolf pelt yet, so I'm not going to play them yet. Hoping I'm not going to need to. Alright, here we go. Ugh. First. The cards. Part of the cards. Part of the cards. Part of the cards! The alpha can give attack values to attackless creatures. Okay. I might have handled that situation a little differently if that had been visible to me sooner, but that's fine. I'll roll with it. I will remember it for the future, because that can be awesome. Okay. We will do 1 damage. Wolf. Wolf. Your turn to draw. You can play cards later. Alright, that's fine, no problem. I have something resembling a plan. It'll be fine. Okay. Wolf Pelt will block your wolf in an ironic and painful fashion. I will play the opossum here. Okay. Now then. Mantis! Oh, Mantis, darling! Look at you! Hey! Another wolf pelt here. And... there. Ah. All right. I am slowly but surely getting the hang of this, I think. So, all right. If this works the way that I think it should, I should be able to whittle him down into a loss pretty quick. Too fast. Too soon. What? Oh, please. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? Is this like some combination of Saw and Calvin Ball? Quit reading ahead. Ah, frickin' cheater. What am I looking at? Yep, nothing but Grizzlies. Fuck this guy. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna kill everybody but my ego there. But in a way, you're also potentially gonna, because they're gonna do a total of 3, and you're gonna do a lot. Alright, part of the cards, part of the cards, part of the cards. Elk Fawn. Izzy the Fool congratulates me on triggering the Grizzly wall. Apparently it's the game's failsafe in case the player is too good at the game and outpaces the plot with sick plays. You're very kind. Yeah, I'm feeling really lucky right now. Alright, how many teeth does it take to eliminate this dude? 1, 2, 3. I'm figuring just 4 probably isn't going to do it. I think it's 5. If only I could get that wolf pelt out of the way. Is it 5 damage that makes the difference in the game? Am I remembering that right? Alright. Because if it is, I have a fan, and I am not afraid to use it. But this would only give me 4 damage. If I was able to sacrifice the wolf pelt, then I could play the elk fawn, and I might be able to win even now, assuming it is, as I think, 5 teeth to win. I'm only going to do 4 damage. Is that going to be enough? You're saying hit the fan. Remember, the wolf pelt cannot do damage. If I need to lead by 5... Yeah, the pelts are not sacrificable. If I have to lead by 5, I'll waste the fan. And I'll die anyway. Is it a lead by 5? Yeah, I'll only do 4 out of 5 damage. And then he will obliterate. The spite move. Yeah, I am feeling pretty spiteful right now. There is potentially still a chance if I pull a flyer the next turn, and I can sacrifice Coyote to play him, because he's not going to do damage to me this turn. If I can draw a flyer that only takes 1 sacrifice to do it, I could still pull this off. I'm going to go for it. Here we go. What? Oh, yeah, of course. That's right, because the Grizzlies, he gave all of the Grizzlies temporary ability to overcome flight, of course. I'm not colorblind, I swear, this is something else. So, okay. Let's see. Yeah, his cheating knows no bounds. That's right, Coyote boy. Okay, I will see you scream my name properly before you die. Just for that. They're kind of part of the card. I'm gonna make you fight for it, man. Ah. You know, I was hoping to draw something with bones and I didn't. Oh well. I was hoping to draw something with bones just so that I could empty my hand in the process of putting cards down, and so my hand would be empty and I could flip him off properly. As it stands, Coyote is using the skink to flip him the tail. Just what the hell? Alright. Fine. Your parents met but briefly at a masquerade ball, and when thee returnest to thy kennel, I pray that thy mother bites thee. You will make an exquisite pelt. I will bite you. Devour me as you dare. I will poison and consume you from within. Stay there. No need to move. I am afraid you're not dead yet. Get used to it, pal. Hold still. Yeah, you guys can't see because of the vantage point, but I am giving him both middle fingers and a fully erect sun because I was not born with enough middle fingers to express my absolute contempt for this jackanape. Where did I put that camera of mine? And I don't say it yet. I want to, but I don't say it yet. I wait. Have you tried in your butthole? Fuck you. Pathetic. Do you really think I would leave film in there? Ah. So it is the camera. Good to know. You have any idea what that camera is capable of? No, why don't you tell me? Give me that. Why don't you come here and take it? I want to fight this guy. I want to physically fight him. I want to get all stabby on him. We have a memento to create. Is it going to be for your deck this time? Tell me you're going to make the mistake of putting part of my essence into your deck. I will absolutely ream you from your side of the board. Behold, Your death card. I gotta tell you, it's not impressive. Shall we begin to ink it? Please, choose a card to draw the cost from. Well... the cost is going to be the Gek, because that's 0. Cost of free from the Gek. I'm actually surprised that he didn't since you chose the one that's free, I'm putting a 12 there, or some crap, but okay, go ahead. And another. This time I'll use its power and health. The numbers. Well, I'm certainly not using the Ant Queen. I'm not going to sacrifice the strange larva. So, Elk Fawn, I choose you. No. Oh, come on, don't be like that. 1 power and 1 health from the Elk Fawn. Now choose a card from which we'll extract the sigils. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh, Chewanda Compaton, Chuwuki Chewbacca. Yeah, Mantis has the spiny sigil and the bifurcated attack. So, I feel like this is a no-brainer. A sigil of bifurcated strike and a sigil of sharp quills from a mantis. You do like giving it from both. Stop. Just stop. Tiptoeing along the edge as it stands. Let's have a little taste. Did you say taste? I'm sorry for all of my life's decisions now. I never did ask you your name. Yes, yes you did. You're just mental. Because I will never get tired of my own name. One thing now remains. You stopped cheating? I must capture your visage. Yeah, you should be so lucky. Say cheese! Cheating asshole. At least this time I had my eyes closed. Not much for trading, that last one. Are you prepared to make the right deals? Are you prepared to bite my nipples until I bleed, you psycho? A gift from the angler. You see, he was defeated recently and wishes to redeem himself. Oh, does he indeed? It would be unfortunate if you were to fall to the prospector before he was given that chance. Yes, truly, my heart bleeds. This hook is powerful. You may steal one of my cards with it. If I allow it. And I don't mind. And I decide that the day doesn't end in a Y. For that reason, you will not find any others along the path. Use it wisely. It seems the lowly stink bug has made its way in. Hey, who you calling lowly, you cheat? But it is dealt, so it stands. Stout, buddy, what happened to your face? Oh, what has he done to you, you poor guy? He turned you into a TV dinner. My dude. My friend. My comrade in arms. Okay, so please remind me. Is this the point where I trade something in? Just lose it? I don't remember how this works. Where'd my computer monitor go? Suspiciously monitor-shaped stoat. Yeah. Alright, so... This is just... So, okay, so... Oh my god, I have to start with a whole new deck. Oh, the poor stoat. Buddy. Oh, man. Screw you. Wait, aren't you going to play? No. Piss off. You can't just turn your back to me like that. I've never seen that gesture before. Yeah, and you never will again. Spin on it. And I think that that particular point of disgust and contempt towards my opponent is the perfect place to end for tonight. But before we go, I would like to take this opportunity to give special thanks to all of our supporters, present and future, with special thanks to Cryptid Rhea, Guinevere, and ADFE, and most of all, extra special thanks to my personal savior, Laughing Gremlin. This channel could not be what it is without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support what we do for as little as $1 a month, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And when you do, please let me know via email or patron message if there's a particular color in which you'd like to have your name displayed. Alternatively, you can give a one-time gift at ko-fi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And finally, a huge thank you to all of you who have been circulating the links, who have been watching the streams, been leaving comments, those who labor, those who sing, here, there, you, and all my gentle viewers and listeners. Thank you all so much. Your support means more than I could ever say, and you are appreciated. So, until next time, don't be a dirty cheat. Be willing to win gracefully. Be willing to lose with honor. And don't be a dirty cheat. And I will see you, gentle viewers and listeners, sometime again.